Hi guys, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill and today we're going to do another stock video where I show you some of the pieces I bought at car boot sales and things. And boy, I got some beautiful pieces again. Militaria, Chinese porcelain, some crystals, some glass, some Meissen porcelain. Stay tuned, you're going to enjoy. Okay, just quickly before we get going guys, if you love antiques, collectibles, you're in the reseller business, then don't forget to subscribe, because my channel's all about how-to videos. I go out buying antiques and I show you what everything's worth and how to identify it. So stake your claim guys, make sure you subscribe. If the videos help you and you like them, I would really appreciate a like and a share to help me keep creating videos. Okay, welcome back. Let's get started, shall we? Now, first piece I'm going to show you today is a stoneware flagon or bottle. Now, okay, I have these in quite a bit, quite regular, as you know, and I sell them to all my local pubs. Now, this is a nice one. It's made in Chesterfield, looks like Parish & Co. Chesterfield. Whittington Moor. Couldn't get that out. And it's dated 1944. Now, okay, it's not that special until you turn it around. This one has SRD. Now that stands for Service Ration Department or Division, which basically tells me that this was issued during the war, full of rations, probably rum or something like that for the servicemen, and that was issued to the soldiers. Well, not personally to the soldiers, but it was military issued, and then the soldiers would have had their drink out of it. So a really nice piece of World War II memorabilia. Now, I bought this down in Cardiff in Bessemer Road off a dealer, and it cost me £10. It's in lovely condition, took a bit to clean up. This top was caked in, you'd swear it was cement, but yeah, it's all cleaned off. And it's looking lovely, it's no chips, no cracks, it's really nice, and the fact it's dated really helps, really does help. But yeah, SRD, Service Rations Department guys. Have a look what they sell for. Okay, so here we have them. There's one, World War II, £37.90. There's another one underneath, £37.90. And then you come down there, which is $14.99. That's the end of them. Now, if I take away the sold, there's a few actually up for sale. So you can see the prices. There's always somebody who's willing to sell something for nothing on eBay. You find that all the time. But the average asking prices and selling prices is £35. 30. So that's basically where I'm going, guys. I'm 35 quid on mine. Plain and simple, same as everyone else. It's a nice piece. It's not going to go online. Everyone else has got to pay postage. I'm going to be putting it in the shop, and it will be sold for £35 and they can walk out the door with it. Nice bit of World War II militaria that will look good in any collection. Okay, moving on. As you know, everybody knows who watches my films, I love glass, and I have here an absolute stormer of a piece. It's 15 inches tall. It's signed by Royal Dalton. Just right there. You can see the mark there, that's the Royal Dalton mark, and it also has the label. There you go. And the label JM is for Julian MacDonald. Now this is Royal Dalton's art glass. Now it's a big vase. It's a funny colour. It's a dark, almost amethyst colour. Really dark, deep colour. Very heavy piece, guys. Beautiful piece. It's in lovely condition. Now again, bought this off the same dealer as the stoneware bottle. But this one, he was asking 15. I knocked him down a bit. I think we paid 12. But it's a nice chunk of glass. And I do have people coming in the shop buying glass. Well, you can see the thickness there on this, so you can imagine the weight. I wouldn't want to put this in the post, I'll be honest with you. This is seriously heavy. It's not a flower vase, guys. This is a piece of art glass. But have a look at the prices. Okay, to say I was disappointed is an understatement. There's a very similar one here, 14-inch, £25. There's another there, which is a carafe, or another way of a jug or decanter, £33. Now, I'll be honest with you, there's none sold, and that's the only two showing up on eBay for sale. I'm putting 35 on mine because of the size and how beautiful it is, and it'll go in the shop for £35. Plain and simple, they can take it or leave it, and worst case scenario will end up on eBay. But £25 too cheap, but they want a tenner postage, and that doesn't really compare because it's one of these. So that was a disappointment, guys, but it's still, I'm going to double my money because I'm not taking less than £35 for it. Okay, so I'm going to go to one of the biggest names in porcelain history, which is the Meissen factory. German porcelain, and they always have the cross swords. So there's the Meissen mark. There is a huge variation, guys, and just because something's got cross swords doesn't make it Meissen, though there are dozens and dozens of factories that copied the Meissen cross swords. This, however, is their onion pattern. It's a very, in my opinion, common pattern. We have a nice little sauce boat. It's in lovely condition. No chips or cracks. So it is just a nice, honest piece of Meissen. I'm trying to remember how much I paid him for it. It was between £5 and £10, I think. I'm going to put it down as a tenner, but I think it might have been a fiver. But yeah, no chips, no cracks. It's, you know, it's Meissen. What more do you want? It's got the name. It's usable. It's decorative. And I'm going to show you a bit on Meissen. I'm going to show you some of the top end asking prices for Meissen porcelain. I'm going to show you some of the top end sold prices of Meissen porcelain. I'm going to show you the bottom prices, what you can get for a bit of onion pattern, and we're going to find what this one is actually worth. Stay tuned. Okay, I haven't searched Meissen porcelain, I've searched Meissen onion pattern, okay, because if I search Meissen porcelain, you get stuff up 30, 40, 50,000. This is just the onion pattern, okay, and you can see some of the prices people are asking for onion pattern. It's a 20-piece coffee set there, £1,200. T-Cardi, I think that is, looking at that, by Meissen onion pattern, £800. These are asking prices, bear in mind, guys, they're not achieving them. There's a Tatza there, or a little comport, $7.50. So you can see some people are asking, well, some really good money for Meissen porcelain. Some of it obviously is worth every penny of it. The onion pattern is the more common of them. Bear with me. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. So, yep. Tureens. Knife and fork with it, or carving set rather. So if we come across here, and we'll have a look now at, these are actually sold prices, okay? Let me zoom in there a bit. Now somebody's actually paid for this. It's a 6-person dinner service per there, $2,100. Not a bad little buy there. Hang on, let me click on page. 2,000 again for a coffee service. 800. You can see the prices. 810. 755. People disregard this onion pattern all the time as being crap, but if you can get a service or a set in it, you're talking money, guys. You really are. Even a nice tureen or soup bowl can be money. I know it's a common pattern that they've done to death, really. If we come across here, I'm going to show you the bottom prices of the onion pattern. Hang on, bear with me. So we have a cup and saucer there, $2.99. The trouble with eBay is people sell stuff for nothing. They just don't care about the items. Okay, $5.99 again for cup and saucer. Teapot without the lid, £7. This is Meissen porcelain, guys. Why the hell are people selling Meissen porcelain at their monies? Alright, that's a tiny jug for a tenner, fair enough. You know, the plates, £12. So it's really hit and miss on whether you buy it or don't buy it. Now we're going to come to the piece I've got in just a minute. You can see marks there we have it. There's the piece I have, but I don't have the bottom dish. I've just got the gravy boat. But if I said 20 quid for a piece of genuine onion pattern Meissen, or £25, it's going to look good in the shop. It's got the name and everything it needs. Next piece, guys, we have a bit of mid-century modern. Now, I can't research this because there's none on eBay and none sold on eBay. But what we have here is a 1950s globular form, cut crystal and chrome lamp base. Absolutely beautiful. I love this cut in, this star cut in all over it. See the stars. This beautiful chrome finish is in lovely condition. There's a little dent on this side, but there, tiniest of dent. The wires have been cut off. I can have it rewired, no problem at all, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to sell it as a lamp, to be honest with you. That's what I'm going to do for now. If it turns out they don't sell, then I'll have it wired, part tested. Don't sell stuff unless it's part tested, guys, because if you burn someone's house down, you're liable. So yeah, we got an absolute stormer of a 1950s or late 30s to 50s Art Deco table lamp. And I think it's a stormer. Beautiful quality cut crystal, really is nice. And obviously the chrome mount. Don't think it's signed by anybody. It's just a nice quality item. I paid a tenner for it, same dealer, and I think I done well. I really do. I'm gonna put 45 or 55 on this in the shop, and I'll wait for someone to come in. But if someone says 35, 40 quid, they'll buy it. But I'm not going under 35, 40 pound for it. It's such a beautiful lamp. It's a really nice bit of quality, crystal and chrome, Art Deco. It'll sell fast. Now, you all know how much I love Oriental Porcelain. Well, I've had a pair of vases. They are Chinese, but they're not as old as you'd think or hope. So, Famille Rose is the family, pink. Now, on the front they have calligraphy down here. They have obviously the figures on horseback and the butterfly border. They are signed to the base. Now, I do remember reading somewhere that the red mark is generally on the later porcelains from sort of 1900. For the early ones, you want blue marks, as far as I remember, guys. But these date from probably 1970, 1980 in Hong Kong. But saying that, they're both in perfect condition. No damage to either. Both of them are signed. And they are both hand-painted vases. So, just as a decorator's lot, the quality isn't there. But at a glance, decoration, they are perfect. Now, he charged me a tenner for the pair. Even as a modern pair of 1970s, 1980s Hong Kong vases, I'd say they've got to be worth £65 a pair, just to have as a decoration in your room. That's not a lot of money for hand-painted porcelain, even though it isn't, period or anything. They're a nice pair of vases, they're decorative. And to be honest with you, unless you're an antique dealer or a Chinese porcelain connoisseur, you're not going to know how old they are. You're just going to walk in and go, wow, they're impressive. And for that sort of money, that's all you want. But obviously I can look the mark up. As I told you in my previous videos, gotheborg.com or bidamount.com are the two sites you want to use for your Chinese porcelain, guys. I'm registered with gotheborg.com. Amazing site. So yeah, you got the court scene, you got everything you want, and it's all hand painted. Obviously, before you start writing in saying they're modern and that, I know they're only 1970s and 1980s Hong Kong, but they're a decorative pair. Now, whether I sell them or not is another thing. I haven't decided yet, because as you know, I'm studying Chinese porcelain. it'd be good to have a pair of the more recent vases and compare the porcelain and the painting and everything to the earlier vases. So I haven't decided yet whether to keep them or sell them. I'll probably put them in the shop at the price, probably £85, so they're not going to sell, but they look the part in the shop, and then they're there for a little bit, they look good, and then I'll put them in the house and keep them for my research. So I'll probably outprice these out of the market, but leave them in the shop for a little bit, just so they look the part. And if somebody does buy them at the £85, then but yeah, they cost me a tenner. Over the moon with them, very decorative. You know, look what tenner can buy you in your porcelain. Shocking. We're going to move on. Tenner for a pair of Chinese porcelain vases, or tenner for a clock. So, made in Germany. This is a heavy crystal clock. Well, the movement's made in Germany. Let's put it that way. You look underneath, and it is signed So why is it gone? Shocking. The clock is made by Cavan. The crystal is made by Cavan, which is an Irish company. So it's made in Ireland underneath in Cavan. Right by there. I don't know if you can see it. Am I capturing it right by there? So it's Cavan, Ireland. On the clock you have the name Cavan, but then down here you've got made in Germany. So it must be the movement's made in Germany, but you've got a really heavy quality crystal clock. Cost me a tenner, but I do like Irish crystal, and it is a good heavy crystal mantle clock. I haven't done the research yet. I'm going to have a look now, but I don't think I'm going to go far wrong at £25-30, but we'll have a look now. And it is a decent substantial clock. Okay guys, quite shockingly, I've searched Cavan crystal clock. That's all I've searched, and it's only come up with 4 results, and they're not from this country. One there, £22, £25 postage, £15, 20 quid postage, £13, £20 postage. There's none that I could find. Oh, hang on. Well, no, that's Waterford. So there's none coming up on the search. It's just the 4 results for Cavan crystal clock, and there are none on the sold price at all, period. If I click down here and go sold listings, 0. But yet if you just go Cavan crystal, there's plenty of Cavan crystal, but no clocks. So I'm pretty much, I can ask my own price. Took the wrong word out. There's plenty of Cavan crystal sold. You know, lamps, £50, swans, bowls, decanters. It's not pulling fortunes, mine, I must admit. If I take the sold off, let's have a quick look. So is there a name worth bothering with in the future? Truthfully, I don't know. £111 for a decanter. The mushroom lamp, 76 is gorgeous anyway. 75 for a bowl. Yeah, it's definitely worth considering, guys, the money they're asking, even if people ain't paying it yet. But for a tenner, it's a really nice clock. I haven't got a problem with it. I'll chuck 25 on it. It's running, as you can see. So I'll go in the shop, 25 quid, job done. Okay guys, my final lot for today's video. It's a really nice item. A lot of you will look at it and you won't really understand it for what it is. Now we have very large 2-pint tankard, large 2-pint tankard made of porcelain. It has the cipher for George V. So we know it dates around 1910, 1920, somewhere around there. It has the Minton's mark and stamped England. Obviously we know anything after 1890 had to have the country that it was made in. Lots of impressed marks going around it as well. But yeah, we've got a really nice large tankard. Now I think I paid £5, either £4 or £5 for this. It's a nice big tankard. It's just a bit of collectible porcelain. It's quite plain, but that does make it a little bit special. And to be honest with you, the size of the mug or the tankard is just unusual. So, but it's in lovely condition, a few stains not inside, but I think it's 20 quid of anyone's money, to be totally honest with you, no problem at all. But there's none on eBay, none been on eBay, so this one will probably end up on eBay. I'll probably put 30 quid on it, or 25, 30 quid on it, and wait for an offer. If somebody offers me 20 quid, then it's gone. You never know, you might be lucky, they might hit 25 and they might hit 30, whatever I put it on for. Purely because there ain't another one to compare it to. That's the best part I love on eBay. I try and buy things that people can't compare, and then it's whether or not they want it. When you deal with mass-produced stuff, then you're dealing with whoever will take the lowest price, and that's a pain in the arse. So I like to go for unusual, quirky, something that not everybody's got, and then you can set a bit better price. So that's about it for today's video, guys. We've had a bit of everything: Chinese porcelain, some Meissen, some Art Deco, some crystal porcelain. It's just been a nice little mix. I'm happy. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at it, guys. If you have, I would appreciate a like and a share. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.